Well, hello, welcome back again. We're going to do another unboxing of the Polar Lights Enterprise Refit. But this one we're going to make the A because I already built a similar kit, pretty much the exact same kit, just an older version of it. And I made that the refit. Still got to do the damage piece parts to the outside. Not sure how much I want to do, but so this one I will build as the A. This funny thing, I ordered this in the original series, and I got this in the older version of this. And I'm like, well, you know what? I can make the A and the refit. And this one's great because it gave me the decals for the refit, and then I'll use the other decals, the greenish or bluish ones. The greenish ones went on the refit, bluish ones on here. I got different photo-etch for the arboretum. I got it from Greenstrawberries, so that'll be a different arboretum than on the refit, so I figured that would be cool. And we'll try to do a little, as much as we can different in the officer's lounge. I might put a different decal symbol on the back wall. I did a sword from my little small 1/1000th Enterprise, had the mirror decals with the sword. I did that back there as a little throwback, a little Easter egg, I guess. But yeah, let's get to the bench and take a look. Alright, here she is. Another big box of the Enterprise refit, which we're going to make the Enterprise A because I already built a refit, which was the older version of this kit, and that actually said Enterprise A on it. It's funny. And so let's take a look at the box. You got a good top view there. And the same on this side. There's a side view, another side view, pretty much the same. Let's lift this top off. Just like on the original series, you got your back view and your front view. Other side, you got another side view. So that's pretty cool. Now here's the decals, and like I said, you can see I already cut the green parts out that they gave you for this blue is for the A, the blue and the gray, and then the green and the gray was for the refit. Ooh, we got some sticking going on here. Hopefully it didn't stick on a actual decal. But it's okay. And then we got this is for our base. This is for the inside of the shuttle bay. Oh, this goes underneath this one, where the refit doesn't have this, but the A will. These are for the landing strips, shuttles. Different shuttlecrafts and the Vulcan style. We got, the regular refit logos and the A logos. A, actually just add that to the logo, and all the little lights, thruster ports. These are the little squares on the top. Some of these go around the phaser banks, and all these little red squares that go all over the nacelles and stuff like that. And then our normal symbols that go on the ship. This gives us 4. I'm not really sure what for. One's a more darker red, one's a brighter red. I'll have to see what's up with that. Like, what's the difference between 36 and 51 or 38. Besides the darker red. Otherwise, it still says USS Enterprise, Federation plants. So I'll have to see what the difference. If you want a brighter red or a darker red. I wonder if there was a difference between the A and the refit. That will be interesting. I think the refit had something different on its piece that goes, I think that's behind the window. So where's the one that goes on the back? Yeah, that one's, I think, the A, or the refit, and the A takes that one. Takes 151. 152, I believe, is the refit. But what's the difference between these pennants? I have no idea. So I'll have to research that. It should tell you in the instructions, I would think, but that's not always the case. But that's the decals. There's our eeny mini tiny instructions. Let's see if we can find out that answer quick. Not take terribly too long. Just like the other one. Exactly. There it's saying use green engineering strong back decals for the refit, use the blue for the A. 51 and 52. Usually it tells you which one is what. Especially for that one. I think 52 is the regular. Now it says 135 or 137. But it's not giving me what's the difference. And I think the other one it said what is the difference. It might somewhere else. I would hope. For the parts, because there are different parts around the deflector dish. They're different. These here are different. 66 is going to be different than 65, and 66 is for the A. I already used 65 for the other ship. Same thing with the grill. You can choose 21 or 22. 21 I think is for the refit. 22 is for the A. So that's different. But it's not giving me the decal differences in the decal. It's not telling you what ones are or what. So the A's are in bold. That's what it is. It says special attention should be given to the optional parts A for decals supplied to decorate as the A ship. These optional parts are in a bold. So whatever is in a bold number is the A. The A registry and stuff like that. So 134 is an A, and that's just one small little decal put on that ship. But 137 is the A. Instead of 135, so the darker one is the A's registry. Okay, so that answers that question. I knew they had to decipher it some way. So that's that. So we figured that out. Some kind of place to put that. And here's the familiar saucer. She's big. And the cats are just knocking doors open everywhere. That's a little more rough than my other one. But we're also going to move this guy forward. It's supposed to be forward. I'm going to move it a hair forward so I can get some of maybe that spotlight shining down on the registry here. So that's going to be that. That's the saucer. And we got our nacelles. Look how large these are. And here's all the other parts. Deflector array, bridge, which we're going to cut and move forward. We're going to cut those off so that they won't key into those holes because they're going to move forward. And the back of the ship, we got clear parts with all the windows and all the sides. That's the base. The updated version of the base where it doesn't have the 3 rods, which I had to make the other base work with single rod. Reflector dish, chiller grills, all that stuff's there. And then we should have 2 bottom halves. And we do, and if I believe correctly, the Refit had no grid on this part. So they give you 2 bottom and top halves in a sense. Or no, this is a bottom and a top, and this is a bottom, extra bottom with the A's grid lines, and then the sides. They did a good one. So they give you the extra bottom to have the 2 different ships. But that's pretty much her. Get this thing in some type of order here. Put the bigger pieces that way. Try to get this. This is one of the toughest ones to get in there because it's so big, but in so many parts. It's a harder one to get back together. Oh, let's get that on there. But yeah, that's gonna be the first one was a fun ship and a very hard ship to build, a very long ship to build, especially if you turn it around to the back. You got all that shuttlecraft area to build, the turbo lifts there, all the storage areas, which you really don't ever get to see. I got all the photo etch for in here, so that's going to be great. I'm going to have more of these shuttles in here. I'm going to do the base where these light up. But yeah, you can see all the entire long shuttle that you get to do. There's the torpedo tube. There's a close-up of it. And then they have some extras too. Here's where you can get the actual Aztec decals set. And then what is this? That's just pretty much, I guess this is the only thing. I don't know what that is. Exactly the same box. It's just saying look for others, which, oh, that's showing the original series. But yeah, you can get the full, complete Aztec decals and easy add-on surface details. Alternate registries for 13 other constellation ships, so you can, make one a different ship. There's the main kit. Ooh. Then we got some photo etch pieces here. I used paragraphics on the refit. I'm going to use Greenstrawberries on the A, just to give a little difference. There's slight little differences, but pretty much they're the same exact photo etch. You got, the ring goes around the deflector array. You got these back halves. You got a different, I think a totally different setup for the rec hall, which is nice. So the rec hall will be different from my A to my refit, which is nice. I think the officer's lounge will be the same because it's mostly the plastic parts, where the rec hall you add on. And my arboretum will be different. Even though I ordered this kit for the refit as well, I didn't use the photo etch pieces. But this one I'll use the photo etch pieces to give a totally different look on the inside. And this comes with all the stone, the grass, the shrubbery, and the photo etch pieces. So that's great. That's from Greenstrawberries, the arboretum for the U.S. Enterprise. And this is their full-on U.S. Enterprise 1701A/refit. The only thing I like that Paragraphics does is they give you the windows for the arboretum, and they give you the photo etch window for the officer's lounge, which I didn't use it on the arboretum, the photo etch, so I'll be able to use those from Paragraphics on that. And I'll do the officer's lounge with just old-fashioned paint blocking. But there's those two kits from Greenstrawberries. And in Gary Hughes, I ordered the Enterprise A kit. I don't even think I have this one open, but it should be relatively simple because I used the exact same kit in the refit, and it worked great. So that'll be that. And another difference that I'm using on the A is the refit. I used the Aztec dummies. Aztecing. I'm going to use Orbital Drydocks version 2.0 1350 refit /A Aztec painting masks, 2-color or the 5-color mask set, which I'm going to be doing the 5-color. It pretty much gives you a layout of what every part, kind of is as far as paneling, and I guess that's what all this is. That's the brick pattern that happens there. This is just so much more intricate, like how the parts are going on here. It's way more intricate than Aztec dummies, especially all these here, these here. See, do they have the nacelle area? He gives you the candy cane stripes for the nacelles and all that stuff. The nice thing is with his stuff is you don't just weed it and have to put each piece down. You can weed out what you don't want or put the whole thing down. Like when it comes to this part, when it comes to this, you put the whole thing down, the candy cane part around the nacelles, and then you can peel each one for the color and then replace that to mask the next color, and then you can pull all these little thin stripes and get that nice gold in between them, and it's great, and it all lines up because it's all transferred off of this. These are the masks here, and they're going to be hard to see until they're weeded. But you can weed them and lay transfer paper over here. That's why it gives you this little screw. You put that down, and then you can peel that up and put the whole thing down at once, which It's going to make my life a lot easier. And he gives you a lot of stuff. Even the masking for all this, which some of the little holes already came popping up. But that's fine. They're supposed to, I think. And they're supposed to weed those out. I don't know if I'll be painting all those because I have the decals for it. I'll just be doing the rest, but he gives you all the decals for. Oh, he even gives you the masking for the shuttle bay. Landing strip. How's that work? Oh, I guess you just peel those, or you leave the. I'll have to look to see how that is. How is the shuttle bay landing? Okay, it's 3 little stripes. Okay. So yeah, you can even paint. He even gives you the mask to paint the striping here on the shuttle bay, and then you actually can. What you can do is from underneath hit a light under there, and that, you know, especially if the rest is black, and that'll glow that yellow. So I might try that. I've been wanting to try that, and I didn't realize his kit comes with that. But yeah, look at all the more intricate pieces in the neck. Wow. He even gives you and these are the ones that give you the opposite colors. The more accurate pylon pieces. Oh, this is great. The very edges of the ship. I mean, there's everything on here. Everything. It looks like duplicates. Like that's the same as this. No? It's obviously different because it's laid out different. Who knows? It's all good. And these are the oddball breakup color in your it's going to be great. And then there's your transfer paper. At first I was like, what is this stuff? Yeah, and I got roll of it anyway. See which is easier, stuff he gives you, or. And then all this is all window masking and stripes and weird stuff like that, I guess. Window masking. There's your arboretum or officer's lounge window masking. There's, you know, I guess impulse engine masking. All your different windows. All these different stripes, which I'm not sure what those would be. Just anywhere you need a stripe, but that's great. Got all the window masking, got everything you need. So really looking forward, and you can paint all these strong back pieces by, you know, yourself, which would be cool. But I got, you know, decals will work fine. Well, okay, that's everything to do with the Aztec masking. That's from Orbital Drydocks. I'm really excited about trying this. The ability to be able to do 5 colors. And all you really need is some wax paper, gloves, some red, green, blue, and yellow highlighters to mark on the actual vinyl. He puts the instructions online for you, so you can do it on your computer. But yeah, really excited about that. That's got some extremely highly detailed Aztec masks right there. And then the other thing I got for the A, these are extra parts for, or another kit from for the Into the Darkness. This is where I'm going to use those. I think there's some LEDs in here that I want to use. I don't know where they are. I might have took them out of here. But anyway, yeah, it's funny that I took those out of there. Where did I put them? Oh, there they are. They're on those little strips there. Let's see if I can use those for on the saucer. But there's a lot of good components in there. Some blue LEDs and flickering bulbs and stuff like that. So very cool. But again, the other thing I got is antenna control board for the A. It's from Ralph from Antenna Controls. This is the deflector dish effects board. I have it in the refit as well, but I kind of got it late, so I'm only able to have my deflector dish and the impulse crystal change. And I almost wasn't able to get the impulse crystal, but I didn't have the saucer on yet, and I could still get to the pop the other bulb out and put a amber blue LED in there. How is this sealed up? Is this sealed up? Yeah, it is. And I might leave it that way. But it's a control board. Comes with a momentary switch. That'll allow me to hit the button. It'll have no light on the deflector dish. Then I hit the button. The deflector dish will turn amber. The impulse crystal on the top of the saucer will turn amber. And my impulse engines, if I can get that to do that with these, should be on. And then when I hit it again, it should change the deflector dish to blue, the impulse crystal to blue, and turn on the chiller grills on the warp core, and then the impulse engine should turn off. I'm not sure if this one will allow me to do the impulse engines on and off. I know I can get it to do, he has it set up so it can do the warp engines, but I have to see if it'll do the other way. So. But that's cool. That's a cool feature to have for that ship. Like I said, when I order the ship, I try to get all these things just in case they stop making them or stuff like that. But there we go with all the stuff for the Enterprise A 1350 by Polar Lights. I hope you enjoyed. That's going to be a long build series. Probably be building some of these smaller things. Like I have an Enterprise F. That's a 3D print. That's just got to get painted, and you know, I'll find smaller stuff. You know, I have these metalwork stuff. Sometimes you need a break when you're doing those longer builds. But hope you enjoy. I hope you watch the series once we get on its way. And until next time, happy modeling. Thanks for watching.